Here we go. Let's get a mic check. Thank you, Tina. Can you guys hear me? How's everybody doing? Let's see. Loud and clear? Just making sure. Okay. Let's see. How's the music? Music's good? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? First things first. This is basically how I'm going to start every stream. Cool. Gabriel Henrique. A sound to the soft. I'll have to check it out. I can't get over the fact that just some people say Coke or Pepsi, and it just that for every different pop. How does that work? Because what if you want a Sprite? You can't say I want a Coke, because then somebody will just bring you a Coke, right? How does that work? Never understood that. Looks like soda wins again. Dang it! One of these days, Pop will win. Alright, I'm going to explain this tournament real quick. And then we will get started. So, a little bit short on time today. It's my dad's birthday, so Searmass is good. Searmass is good. So I didn't have time to enter in 64 slang for all soda. Fair enough. So when you order the pop that you want, though, you actually say the name, right? So normally the tournaments are 64 bands or songs or stuff like that. So I didn't have time for that. But we did do 40 total today. And just so you know, when you do a tournament like this, it has to be in powers of 2. So like 2, 4, 18, 16, 32, 64, etc. So 40 isn't an option when you do a bracket like this. So some of these albums got first round buys, meaning they automatically move on to the second round. And ultimately that won't affect the tournament because the best album will win no matter what, according to the voters and the chatters. So it really doesn't affect the outcome because the album that moves on will move on anyways. So there's 40 total albums, but some of the albums have first round buys. So yeah, I mean, only included 40. A lot of your favorite albums will be left out. That's just the nature of the tournament. It's just for fun. And but in the future, I'll expand it to 64 or more. I didn't have the time, unfortunately, today. So we do so there are 40 available albums. And we are going to start if everybody's ready. Okay. Yeah, there are first round buys, just so you know. Okay, let's start. Okay. Start the tournament. And again, the matchups were completely random, according to random.org. I randomized the list, and then I paired them up that way, just so everybody's aware. All right, let's get started. Hope everybody's having a good night. First up, we have Mr. Tambourine Man by the Byrds, 1965, versus the Ramones of the same title. And just so everybody's aware, the original poll was on the community page for best album, but there was a lot of albums that I didn't think people in this community would have heard of. Like there's a decent amount of rap, like Nas and Biggie and stuff like that, and so like the genres were way expanded, so I narrowed it down to just rock. But in the future, as the channel grows, we'll include more genres, get more people involved. But I know right now there's a lot of rock fans, so Dreamboat Annie is on the list, I believe, and so are the Cars. Pretty sure Boston is here. Yep. Oh, okay. The Byrds clears this one. Yeah, there's so many different options to go with this type of stuff. Just, you know, we'll get there in time. Okay, good job, Byrds. Peter Gabriel. I've been meaning to listen to Peter Gabriel, just haven't got there yet. Roxy Music. So a lot of these albums have the same title as the band or artist. That's good. Pretty obvious. Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon was not the debut album for Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd is on the list, though. What playlist do I have going right here? This is chill with some jazz. There we go. Okay. Do me a favor. You can message me on one of my socials. That way I'll remember. Otherwise, I won't remember the name of this artist you're telling me about. It's just hard for me to remember everything. Peter Gabriel seems to be the winner here. I'll wait a few more seconds. So. Breakfast in America. Black Sabbath is on the list. Hotel California was just absolutely insane. I don't even know what to explain or how to explain it. Just that was like a mini movie within a song. It's the best way I can describe it. The Clash. Had to include the Beatles. We had to. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, unfortunately, it's only 40 albums here. I'm going to do this again in the future with 64. That way we can get more artists on the list. Breakfast in America. What is that? Supertramp, that's right. Completely forgot. I love the album art for Breakfast in America. And then the album or the song, the orange juice is actually spilling over, opposed to on the album cover it's not spilling. Interesting. looks like Beatles for this one. How's the Clash? Do they have any good songs? Obviously they do, but anything that would be like urgent. Is there anything from the Clash that I urgently need to listen to? Stevie Nicks. Oh, this is actually kind of a tough one here. Both from the 80s, though, early 80s. So that's actually an interesting matchup. No. I've not been to Malaysia. I've never been to Asia. Lying Eyes. Really? That's their best story song. Interesting. You have piqued my interest. Yeah, that song by them really kind of like turned me on to that band. Like I have to listen to more now. London Calling. Clash is not imperative. Fair enough, fair enough. London Calling. Start a little list here. Hmm. 1979. Okay. Who's winning this, by the way? Ah, okay. Yeah. Wasn't really sure how that one was going to pan out, but not surprised by the result. Email address, later you can go to my About Me page on my YouTube. My email is there, but the best way to reach me is probably on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. You can send me a message. Stevie, moving on. What's next? The Cars. Heard somebody talking about the Cars a few minutes ago. Well, here's your chance. Versus Guns N' Roses. For the sake of YouTube, gotta lower the character count in the title. Is everybody drinking or eating? Who's got the snacks? I'm actually pretty hungry. Both are great. Cookies. Sandwich. Ooh. Sandwich sounds good. Hard vote. Yeah. I don't think I've heard Cars, but I've heard some Guns N' Roses. Gotta add some Cars to the list. The Doors. Rum and Coke. Sounds good. Ratnick thinks Guns N' Roses are grossly overrated. Wow. I think Cars will be in the final, huh? That good, huh? Interesting. It's actually a close vote. I'll give it like another 30 seconds. Just in case. Rum and a Reuben. Seriously getting hungry now. Halfway through, I'm gonna go grab a snack, but it won't be for a little while. Bourbon and ginger. Ooh, that sounds great. That sounds really good. Oh, Cars. I thought it was closer than it was, but then the Cars pulled away with that one. All right, here we go. The Pretenders. I've actually never even heard of The Pretenders. But I really love the title of King Crimson here. In the Court of the Crimson King. King Crimson has some like really interesting titles of their songs and stuff like that. Very captivating. So it's Pretenders of the same name, self-titled, versus In the Court of the Crimson King. The cards are great, but final worthy? Says Tina. Pearl Jam would have made the list if it was longer. Like I mentioned, there's only 40 albums on this list. That's all I had time for before I jumped on. So we'll do it again though. We'll include some more bands. Unfortunately, like I was mentioning, has to be in to the power of 2 when you do a tournament style bracket, and I just didn't have time to add more than 40. We'll do it again though. I could play clips of the song, but that would take a lot of tabs, and I don't know if honestly Chrome or Firefox could even have that many tabs open without slowing the stream down so much. It would be very, very hard. And then also, if you play a song for longer than like 6 seconds while you're streaming, YouTube will like give you a warning. They'll be like, stop that. And then if you do it again, your stream just closes. So there's that. Another tough vote. Love the Pretenders, says Ratnick again. Both are great, says Ricky. Vicky says early Chicago. What is a SoCo? SoCo and Coke? What is SoCo? You went down... Yeah, sure you did. You went down a rock wormhole, huh? Crimson is progressive. Seen them live. Just catching up on a few comments here. What's up, Paul? How you doing? Wow, Pretenders seem to be pretty popular here. Really? What's a good song from them? Let me know so I can jot one down real quick. What's up, Sarah? Thanks for joining. Southern Comfort. Gotcha. I like Southern Comfort. It's going to sound really, really, really weird and just bizarre, but I like Fireball more than Southern Comfort. I know it's not quite the same thing, but I like Fireball. I know it's cheap, but I think it's good. Space Invaders? Space Invaders. Space Invaders. That sounds like a trippy song. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, they crushed this. Patti Smith. Let me know if music's too loud. It actually sounds pretty loud to me, so. Music from the Big Pink by the band. Okay, that's good enough. All right. No idea what's going on yet, but no Fireball. Right now we're just doing a little fun tournament for the best rock debut album. It's like a little bracket style tournament. Hello, Aline. Thanks for joining. Pretenders, middle of the road. So I need to listen to Space Invaders and middle of the road. Brass in Pocket. Is that from the Pretenders as well? That's semifinals worthy, says Michael, the band. We'll see. Patti Smith. Should probably check out Patti Smith as well. Have Fireball. Fireball's good. I don't know why people trash on it so much. I think it's really good. It's smooth. Alright, the band. Moving on. Alright, here comes Led Zeppelin. Montrose, of the same name, self-titled. Here they come. Automatic. Yeah, just automatic. Back on the Chain Gang. It just kind of seems like the Pretenders have some general good songs, so we'll give them a listen. Holy smokes, 97% already. That might be the widest margin I've ever seen. No contest. So, Sarah, the brackets. So, I was explaining, I only had time to compile a list of 40 albums. And then I type all the album names into this list right here. And then I randomize the list. And then I type, after it's randomized, I type in the songs one by one. And then after I type in all the names, I hit start on the bracket, and then it puts them all in a bracket. So the albums are pre-entered, but the spots are random. So the matchups are completely random. Captain Morgan's pretty good. Just put sorry. Yeah. Okay. I got you, Paul. 95-5. Yikes. That's the largest margin that we've seen on any of these streams so far. 95%. All right. We are in round 2. This is a really long title. Never Mind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols by the Sex Pistols. Really long title, so I do gotta erase some of it here for the poll. Okay, there we go. And then Mr. Tambourine Man by the Birds. See how this one goes. While that's going, I'll read some comments. Hotel California. So what happened with that, when I initially wanted to upload it, the audio got blocked. And there's a few bands that do that, like the Beatles are really notorious for it, as well as AC/DC so far. Perhaps the Eagles as well. We'll see if I do another song, which I want to. The audio straight up got blocked, so I had to dispute that. Whenever you dispute something, it takes 48 hours for the video to go live, and then after that they have 28 more days to follow up with your dispute, and they can decide if they want they will allow my video to stay live or not. If not, then it just gets blocked again. So it's live for now. Love the Birds, says Donna. Rush debut. Yep, they're here. They are here. The polls are fun. It adds an interaction aspect to the live, and I think that's really fun and interesting to get like viewers and chatters involved as much as possible for a stream. It just makes it more fun, and it adds to the conversation. So I thought it's a good idea. Never Mind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. Who are the Bullocks? Eagles are pretty bad with copyright. They that's what I did a lot of research after that, and a lot of people had the same problem. Tambourine Man clears this one pretty easily though. All right, here we go. Steely Dan versus Blizzard of Oz, Ozzy Osbourne. So this would be Ozzy's solo career. I think Ozzy Osbourne is the only person on this list to be on the list twice. Once for his solo career and once with his band. Queen hasn't really given me any issues with copyrights. Well, really, Letterman tried to play an Eagles song on his show, but they weren't allowed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much say the actual artist gets when it comes to like their material getting blocked, or if it's just all of the like the label. I'm sure they have some sort of say. They could probably tell the copyright holders, like the labels, to be a little less strict or not. I'm not exactly sure. So the only time you get a strike, so I'll explain really quickly and then I'll end this next vote. When you upload a video and if it gets blocked due to copyright, like blocked, which means it's not visible. There's a difference between getting a copyright claim and a block. A block is a copyright claim and the video is not visible. So you can dispute that, and that takes 48 hours for the video to unblock while the copyright is still in effect. Or you can escalate it right away, which means the video becomes unblocked right away. But if the copyright claimer denies your dispute, then you get a strike. So it's best to not escalate it, just dispute and wait 48 hours. The video will become unblocked, but then they still can decide whether or not the video can remain visible or not. But you won't get a strike if you just wait 48 hours. So you never want to escalate. Just a good way to get a strike. And it just doesn't make sense to escalate it. Beatles are very strict with their audio as well. Steely Dan moves on. Iron Maiden versus Peter Gabriel. They both have the exact self-title. Catch up on some comments here. Yeah. I know the labels are involved, for enforcing the blocks. I just don't know how active the artists are in, allowing for more leeway or not. Not sure how that works. That's really funny, Marilyn. Scared the crap out of everybody. Prince was notorious for anti-sharing. I didn't know that. Joshua, yep, Led Zeppelin made it to the second round. So if I play the song at the end while I'm live, YouTube's algorithm will pick up on that, and it could potentially end the stream. Paul, yep. Ozzy has one more chance though, because he's on the list with his band Black Sabbath. Yeah, the blocking strike thing is very not could be complicated at first for somebody that's, you know, new to uploading videos. It's kind of confusing, honestly. Peter Gabriel. Okay. Hey Vicky, Leonard Skinner pronounced from '73 is a great debut. I thought that Leonard Skinner's debut album was just called Leonard Skinner. Ted Nugent. And here's Ozzy again with Black Sabbath, so Black Sabbath, self-titled album, Black Sabbath. More Prince? Absolutely. Prince is such an entertainer from what I've seen so far. More Queen on the way as well. Definitely. John Fogerty. What's up, Sonia? I'm glad the vote popped up. I mean, I don't know what was going on last time, but hopefully it's good for you this time. Joshua, I miss Led Zeppelin as well. I listen to them while I'm at work a lot, actually. I'll be working and I'll just be like, hey Siri, play In the Light by Led Zeppelin, and I'll just start listening to some of their songs when I'm working and stuff. But I want to start getting into more of their bootleg audio. Sonia, you missed the first round. We're in the middle of the second round. Fleetwood Mac. I need to get back to them as well. Just so much that I need to listen to. How many did you miss? The first round, so not that many, honestly. Steely over Ozzy and Gabriel over Iron Maiden. WTF, says Paul. Paul, I asked myself. Becky says, what do I do for a living? I'm a production supervisor. Have I listened to any Moody Blues? No, but I definitely intend on it. Tom Petty. Yeah, I think Tom Petty is definitely here. Def Leppard. Are they on the list? I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure they are. Black Sabbath moves on, by the way. Anybody that missed the first round? Let's see. Mr. Tambourine Man beat out Ramones. Peter Gabriel beat out Roxy Music. What happened here? Please, please. Let's see if it loads. Sometimes it likes to lag. The Clash lost to what is the name of this album? Please Please Me? Is that the Beatles? What else? Belladonna beat out Metallica. The Cars beat out Appetite of Destruction by Guns N' Roses. Pretenders beat out In the Court of the Crimson King. Music from the Big Pink Band beat out Horses by Patti Smith, and Led Zeppelin beat out Montrose by Montrose. Okay, next one. I feel like this one should be close, right? This is Jimi Hendrix. This is Jimi Hendrix versus the Beatles. These albums are only 4 years apart, so pretty close in time here. Moody Blues are an album band. The album tells a story. Somebody was mentioning that in the comments, and that's a great quality. I love when albums are like that. That first Boston album melted my face off. Like, it's so good. Yeah, Clash. The Clash. They got booted out early, unfortunately. 4:40 in Cape Town. Is that AM or PM? The sheep lady, says Paul. Oh man. Oh, you didn't have to go there. But yeah, Metallica. Metallica lost to Stevie Nicks. Nothing should beat Metallica. Uh-oh. Calvin says Beatles are overrated. From what I heard of the Beatles so far, I don't know. There's something about just their voices and their melodies that just kind of made me feel a certain way. I'm not gonna lie. Boston should take this all the way, says Paul. So does Jacabre. Boston all the way. Brad Delp. Yes, yes, yes. AM. Wow, that is super early. It's all subjective. That is mostly true. All right, Jimi Hendrix. The only thing you can really go off of when it comes to music is, like, obviously money. You know, money, album sales. That will, it's the only way you can go about it objectively. Alright, this is unfortunate, but I did not make this bracket. It was random. This is Rush versus Boston. Yikes. Major yikes. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Prince helped her make that song? Really? Stand Back? Boz Skaggs? What is Boz Skaggs? What is that? Oh, okay. What's happening here? Boston's kind of crushing Rush at the moment. It's not even close to Kelvin. Nothing belts. Rush is my band, but nothing beats that Boston debut album. It's gonna be really tough. Not even close. Wow, I think I'll wait another minute, but it has already been 48 votes, so. Yeah, that one's over. Boston wins. All right, here comes Stevie Nicks again, Paul. Here comes the sheep lady, says Paul. I'm joking, I'm joking. Deja Vu. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young versus Belladonna. Oh boy. Boz Skaggs is fire. Maybe I gotta check him out. Boz Skaggs. It's an interesting name. Lockdown. Oh, wow. Okay. It's got a ton of views. Okay, Mr. Skaggs. How's this vote looking? Oh, yikes. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. Studio version of Lockdown. Alright, I'll check it out. We've got a lot of Boz fans in here. Okay, okay. Brett says their debut album was technically Fly By Night. Why is that? How many times can I vote? Oh, boy. Responsible for the formation of Toto? Really? There is a... Oh, that's funny. Alright. Deja vu. The Doors versus ZZ Top's first album. Literally, that's what it's called. ZZ Top's first album by ZZ Top. That is a funny name. Nate. Okay, I gotcha. That makes sense. Love ZZ. We gotta go with the Doors here. Gunsmith, you're only getting some of the votes. Somebody was having a problem with that in the last stream. I'm not really sure why that happens to some people. Or I have yet to figure that out, to be honest. Got some ZZ fans in here, huh? Okay. Live in Russia in 2011? Seriously? The Doors. Okay. So, both of these next albums have self-titled albums. So I'll just say it's Leonard Skinner versus The Cars. How's this matchup? I feel like this could be slightly competitive here. Sarah, you can vote however you want. However you want. Did the Doors play Russia in 2011? No said. Dela Jr., are we playing puzzles after this? We are not. Who remembers the puzzle streams? You'd have to be a really early subscriber for that. But thanks for the $2. I appreciate that. They never show their heads. Or, oh, why did I read that as heads? They never show the fans, just their heads from the back. That's not a good perspective. I like seeing how the audience is reacting. That's like half the fun of watching a live performance. That is weird. All right, we'll be checking out some I can't even remember this guy's name. It's tough. Boz Skaggs. There we go. We will be checking out some Boz Skaggs. Skinnered all the way, says Charles. Cars fans unite. Sarah, almost 40K, so proud of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Eric with a $20 dono. Thank you, Eric. That's really nice of you. I appreciate it. Thanks for being you. It's very kind. Thank you. That is awesome. That is a big donation. You don't have to do that, seriously. Thank you, though. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks for being me. I try. I really do. Thank you. What kind of puzzles was I doing? So there's this game. Let me end this. Oh God, this is close. We'll wait 30 more seconds here. Just like literally puzzles. Just like a board puzzle, but it was like on the screen. The easy kind. It's just like a typical puzzle that you would buy in the store, except it's a computer game. And I would just sit there and I would struggle really bad because I was like trying to read and it's hard to concentrate at the same time, and people would just laugh about it. No big deal. Anyway, this is a really close vote. Should I wait a few more seconds here? I will wait a few more seconds just because it's so close. Seriously, once again, thank you, Eric, for that donation. Seriously, it's really nice. 10 more seconds. Here we go with Skinner again. Yeah, seriously. Ooh, bluesy music? I really like that. I'll check that out. All right, Leonard Skinner moves on here. What do you say, Paul? Should we play some Freebird after this? Oh, man. It's funny. Okay, this is All Things Must Pass. George Harrison versus The Velvet Underground and Nico. The Velvet Underground. Two, well, not extremely long titles, but kind of long. A lot of these albums are very closely together, I've noticed, like few years apart. Catch up on some comments while this gets going. Robert says, no Allman Brothers? No, only because this is a 40 album tournament. I didn't have time to go all the way to 64 this time just because I was short on time. If I do this again, I'm sure Allman Brothers would probably be in the list, but for only 40, some are going to get left out. What's up, Antarctic Orb? How's it going? The Car is one of the best debuts ever. Looks like I'll have to check that album out. Eric Clapton. I think I have one reaction to Eric Clapton on this channel, but it was just a guitar solo, I believe, or it was featuring Eric Clapton or something like that. It might have been Ozzy featuring Eric Clapton. Let me check. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne, One of Those Days, featuring Eric Clapton. I have heard that song. I have a reaction to that. You do, and I'm out of here, says Paul. No, we're listening to some Freebird after this. All Things Must Pass wins this one. Okay. What do we got? What do we got here? Talking Heads 77 by the Talking Heads versus the Pretenders. Or no, versus Pretenders. The Pretenders. So many self-titled albums. Again, only 2 years apart here with these album debuts. What's up, Tessa? How's it going? Shepard got caught up in the hockey game. No problem. Thanks for being here. Sarah said she saw Eric in concert. My face melted. If you guys want me to check out some Eric Clapton, let's get some song suggestions going, because I wouldn't even know where to start with Eric Clapton. Is he better known for his guitar skills, or is he also a vocalist? Blues guitarist, singer, and songwriter. Well, there you go. Like I said, it answers my question. I'm just really intrigued by this Boz guy. I'm probably going to react to him for tomorrow, if I'm being honest. A couple songs from Eric Clapton. Layla. Have I heard that? I feel like I've heard that. Hold on a second. I might have listened to that, actually. Pretenders, moving on. Another self-titled album. Here's one that kind of I didn't understand this. So this is John Lennon, but the album is called John Lennon Plastic Ono Band. What is the Plastic Ono Band? What is that? These are 3 years apart, these albums. Read some comments. I asked, is he best known for his guitar skills and not just his vocals? I know that he's known for his guitar skills. But is he known for... Because, like, there are some artists that are just like, wow, he's a killer guitar player, but, like, you wouldn't go out of your way to listen to their vocals. That's kind of what I was getting at. Probably didn't word it right. I need to get some snacks very soon here. Pretenders by Nose, says Charles. I'm scrolling up pretty far here, guys. Give me a second. George Harrison, my favorite Beatle. Today he would have been 80. Today, exactly, he would have been 80, or like today, like in this year, he would have been 80. Boston won. Goalie scored. The goalie scored. That's that doesn't happen often. Oh my gosh, I missed a lot of comments. What is going on here, guys? Jeez. Pretend. Okay, hold on. That's a tough one. Okay. I'm catching up. Okay, the drummer. Okay, gotcha. He can sing. Okay. So exactly on this day, it's actually kind of sad. Happy birthday. Loan me a dime. Yeah, Boz Skaggs, everybody. Probably coming tomorrow, because everybody seems to be on board with Boz Skaggs. Studio version? Absolutely. New York Dolls. New York Dolls. Do we have any New York Dolls fans in here? We had a few, obviously. They got some votes. Oh boy. Alright. Dreamboat Annie versus Music from the Big Pink. Have at it. Lockdown will absolutely blow my mind. I'm excited now. first punk bands. No kidding. Dreamboat Annie is just crushing. Yeah, this one's not close, guys. Well, Van Halen, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, 1978 and 1976. Dreamboat Annie is fire. Indeed. Alright, well. Man. Iggy Pop. Tough call. One of the best, or top 3 debuts of all time. Panama. Really liked that song. What else did I really like? Their songs are so exciting. That is one thing I will say. Mean Street, Jump, all like Hot for Teacher. Very, very exciting, entertaining songs. Hard to pick, Marilyn says. It is about the first debut album. Voting on the debut albums here. Give Boston a run for their money. Robert, no, 3 Doors Down. Unfortunately, it only had room for 40 albums. So these are the top 40 that I found. I'll give it like 10 more seconds. Just as it's not a huge gap, but I mean it's kind of close. You think it comes down to Boston versus Van Halen? Is this that dang Christmas song again that shows up in the jazz playlist? Joy to the World? Why does it do that? Anyway. I had to change that. Anyways, okay. Van Halen beats out Tom Petty. Alright, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn versus Led Zeppelin. Now, I do have a question. For this Pink Floyd album, how well was this received? Was it popular? Yeah, Jethro Tull's just... They're just they're in like their own unique lane, and they do it really well. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're killing me with the Christmas music here. It's like the only Christmas song that shows up in this jazz playlist. It's very bizarre. Not even close. Oh, geez. Who picked these albums, says Kevin. These are... widely considered. I mean, you don't even have to take it to the 40. Like, you could just expand it out to the 100. All of these will show up on a list somewhere. These are not random by any means. These are debut albums. Led Zeppelin clears that very easily. Too Fast for Love, Motley Crue versus Murmur, REM. These are 80s albums. Ice cream and Fritos? That is the most bizarre combination I think I have ever heard. Subliminal message to start your Christmas shopping. Yeah, 10 months in advance. Get it done. More Moody Blues coming up for sure. Do not worry. Steely Dan is on the list. Brett does not like REM. Moto says you don't vote against Led Zeppelin. You just don't. You've already picked up a few Christmas presents? Almost done with shopping? Are you guys... What? We're in February. That is funny. Peanut butter, banana, and potato chips. That's a winning combination. You are definitely on it. Jeez. When you... that's true. If something is like heavily discounted and you're just like, I'm not walking past this without buying it. That happens. That actually happens. Fair enough. That does happen. Alright, we are going into round 3 and it's break time. Actually, I need to use the restroom real quick. Maybe get a snack. But I will be right back. So if anybody needs to use the restroom, get a snack, get a drink, do that right now. Okie dokie. All right. I'll start this next one, and then I'm going to read a couple comments. Mr. Tambourine Man by the Birds versus Can't Buy a Thrill. And that is Steely Dan. The Birds, 1965. That might be the oldest album on this list. I gotta double check. Alright. Orange Crush. Orange Crush is, I don't know, it's like too sweet for me. Yeah. Renette. The rest of the country is still sleeping. I miss Salvo's space background. The reason why I changed it, because I wanted something like more neutral. The space background, I feel like it's like, I don't know, could be distracting for some people. It's hard to like focus. I wanted something more neutral, you know, something that just kind of like you almost didn't notice, sort of, you know, kind of like blends in. You found me from my Zeppelin reactions. Well, thank you. Chips, anyone? I don't like to eat chips while I'm at least streaming, because I could imagine that would be very loud for everybody. Paul's still hung up on Stevie Nicks beating out Metallica. But we're going to make it out to him, though. We're going to play Freebird at the end. Bobby, there's a few, like, what kind of heavy metal? Like modern heavy metal, or from what period are you talking of? Can't Buy a Thrill. Moves on. Alright, Peter Gabriel versus Black Sabbath. They both have album titles of the same name. Oh, the song Orange Crush. I'm like, Orange Crush? I don't know. Not my favorite pop. Battle of the Initial Bands. Describe what you mean by that. The final four better include Zeppelin, Van Halen, Boston, and possibly Ozzy. We'll see. Metal Church. Metal Church. I don't think I've heard Metal Church. Compare Metal Church to something. Whoops. Okay. Yep, sorry about that. Gotta start that one over. Making it real hard for Black Sabbath to move on there, right? Alright, I fixed it. Start over. Gotta go with Peter. Yeah, I guess I gotta vote for Peter Gabriel. Rigged. Rigged. That's funny. Yeah, my fault. Whoops. Completely rigged. Whoops, that looks like I jinxed Peter there. Now that it's fixed, Sabbath, says Brett. Yeah, I don't think Peter can come back from this one. Okie doke. Alright. Jimmy versus Boston. Boston, Boston. Boston, Boston. I recommend the song Metal Church on the album Metal Church by the band Metal Church. I hope you're kidding. It's actually not that crazy that you're saying. There's a lot of bands that do that, but it just sounds funny when you read it out loud, you know? The band name, self-titled album, song of the same name. Yep, you weren't lying. Boston just blows them out the water. Sorry, Jimmy. Deja Vu versus The Doors. Combo of speed and thrash metal. Combo of speed and thrash metal. Okay, so I'm trying to think of like if I've heard of anything like that. So when you think of speed and thrash metal, is it lacking a melody, or is it like just pure energy? Drumming. Okay. Epic drums. This one's too hard. Really? Is it that tough? Not a Doors fan, says Tammy. I'll give it like 10 more seconds. Okay. 51 votes in. We'll wait a second. REO Speedwagon, I haven't. Some other songs include Keep On Loving You, Can't Fight This Feeling, Don't Let Him Go, Keep Pushing, Roll With The Changes. What's your favorite REO Speedwagon song? Deja Vu moves on. Deja Vu album seems more popular than I thought. Alright, if Leonard Skinner wins here, we're gonna go on a Freebird break. We're just gonna play Freebird for the entire time of the song. We're all just gonna kick back and listen to Freebird. And then we're going to play the instrumental as well. with the changes. Riding the storm out is another one. Okay. Keep on loving you. Riding the storm out. Take it on the run. Time for me to fly. Roll the changes. Keep pushing. 157 Riverside Avenue. Golden Country. Music Man. Say You Love Me or Say Goodnight. Some of the songs on this list that I'm looking at. Leonard Skinner with 63% of the vote, and there's 57 votes in. Leonard Skinner moves on. Alright, I'm just gonna dial up a Leonard Skinner solo here for the next 10 minutes, and we'll come back after that. I'm joking. The Pretenders versus John Lennon. I'm really fascinated to see how this goes. Freebird live version, 12 minutes long. The Pretenders seem to be... Oh. Okay. So after the Pretenders' top debut album, after their debut album, did they go on to make a splash after that, or was it just like they had a really good debut? What's the story here with the Pretenders? Got songs like Brass in Pocket, Back on the Chain Gang, I'll Stand By You, My City Was Gone, Talk of the Town, Precious, Middle of the Road, Don't Get Me Wrong, 2,000 Miles, and Boots of Chinese Plastic. Can't tolerate Yoko Ono. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, I read about her. Okay. What's up, Scorpius? You missed the first 2 rounds. Linkin Park. I used to listen to a lot of Linkin Park. Watching from Thailand. Awesome. Welcome. What's the big deal with Yoko Ono here? I know she doesn't seem to be a fan of a chat favorite here. Definitely not a chat favorite. 15 minutes long, 1987. All right, we're gonna cue that one up at the end, everybody. Leonard Skinner, 15 minutes of Freebird. Pretenders moves on. If it was more than 40 albums, I bet Bob would be here, but I did not have time to do a 64 album bracket, unfortunately, so I had to narrow it down to 40. This one's tough. This one's tough. This one's tough. Yoko sounds like a blender with ball bearing at 100 RPMs. Oh, Screech Owl? Oh my gosh. Journey, Freebird, Yoko Ono. It's about the album. Indeed, it is about the album. Man, this is tough. Yeah, it's a hard one. I knew it would be. It's a kind of a close one. So, I mean, I'll wait like maybe 10 more seconds. Electric? Who is that? Yoko? Electric music? Atomic Punk? Eruption. Yeah, it's true. Great. It's a great one. Gotta go with Heart. Fair enough. Heart over Halen. This is Sonia. 64 votes. That's basically everybody. So Van Halen does win this one by a narrow margin. All right, we're gonna leave this one up for 10 seconds and not any longer because obvious reasons. Fair enough, Paul. 52. There's no way they don't get one vote. There's no way. Yeah, they got one. Somebody's trolling. Oh, man. All right, that's 59%. Or 59 votes. That's enough. Okay. Round 4. Wait for this to load. Elvis Costello was like right at the fringe. He was right there. I just couldn't fit it in. If I added more albums, he would be there. Just likes to lag every now and then. Gotta wait a second. REM got a pity vote. Oh, man. Jump. That was a really fun song. That was really, really fun. Well, come on. Why you being like this? Let's see if I can try a different one. Okay, well, that one lets me click on it. That one's being goofy. All right, we're gonna skip down to this one. Boston versus Deja Vu. Whoops. All right. Back to the corner, REM. Yeah, back to your corner. One troll in the room. Yep. Pity vote. The Cars had 5 hits on their first. Jeez. We need to check out Cars. We need to check out Clash, Boz Skaggs, The Pretenders, REO Speedwagon. Lots of stuff. Scott, Dreamboat Annie. They just... Who did they just lose to? They lost to Van Halen. 66 votes in. Boston just clears this one by quite a mile. All right, let's go back to this one now. All right, Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill versus Black Sabbath. Let's see. Okay. 2 years apart are these albums. Let's see how this one goes. All right, read some comments. I'm not allowed a social life. Actually, I work quite a bit, and summer's coming up, and that's like busy season for us, so should be doing 10 hours a day at work, or more on some days, depends. And yeah, with YouTube, friends, family, doesn't leave much time for like, for me this is fun though. YouTube, making videos, uploading videos, listening to songs, music, watching things, that's one of my versions of fun. That is fun to me. I do like to ride my bike in the summer. Do that a lot. Go on trails. Going anywhere with family is obviously fun for me. Like to go on vacation once a year, usually. Usually I'll go to Florida. I really like theme parks. I'm a huge theme park nerd. I do like to go to movies, but it's hard finding like people that can go to the movies with you at the same time that you want to go. Nowadays it's a little bit harder. This one is super close, so we'll wait a few more seconds. $64 votes. Let's see. Yeah, that should be enough, I think. That's a close one. That's a close one. All right. This is just gonna crack me up. Leonard Skinner versus the Pretenders. Pretenders. Leonard Skinner versus the Pretenders. Yeah, that was super close. Oh, you're a teacher? Summer's coming up. Yes, it is. That is a good season for teachers, that's for sure. Work sucks, that's why they call it work. It doesn't always suck. I think my job is pretty rewarding. $10-hour days last week. Yep. That's basically my schedule. Like when it starts to get busy from like March to call it September, it's 10 hours a day. I'm just used to it. If Steely Dan wins here, you're all stoners and you know it. Steely Dan over Sabbath. I've mentioned this in previous comments and like I don't know some of the other tournament videos. Like the votes, I don't know. We usually we're under 100 people here in these streams, so like hopefully as the channel grows we'll go in like the hundreds. It'll even out. The votes will even out hopefully, and I don't know. Maybe the voting will be different, but I do intend to like do all these tournaments over again when the audience gets larger. I think it'll be really fun to see if the results change with more people that are in here. That's a travesty. Yeah, I have no idea who Paul voted for on this one. Trump versus Biden. Russian bots. Yeah, Russian bots definitely took that boat over. It all depends on the age of the voters. It's fair enough. I mean, I try and read as many comments as possible. Like, checkbox, I am human. Yeah, I gotta run a poll. Are you real? Are you bot? Take your vote. No, I try to read as many comments as I can every day. So that won't ever stop. You guys, Leonard Skinnerd. Moving on. Paul, if Leonard Skinnerd wins this tournament, you don't want to be here at the end. I'm telling you now. Van Halen. Uh-oh, running into Zepp. See how it goes. Confirmed bot. Definitely bot. Not even close. Honestly, I thought the margin would be a little bit smaller here. Are we on another Christmas song? You're joking. Jazzy Tree. Okay. Why are they doing this? Don't. The song's called Jazzy Tree. Like, I see what they're doing, but don't do that. All right, I'm changing this. I'm gonna put on a happy jazz. Yeah, you can get pretty specific on this this playlist. It's really neat. You can hyper focus all the way down to the BPM, instruments, energy, genre, characteristics, mood. It's really neat. Anyways, how's this vote going? Oh, 72 votes, and Led Zeppelin's crushing. All right, see you later, Van Halen. Better luck next time. All right, semifinals. Anybody that's joining late, I was mentioning, normally we do a 64 bracket tournament, 64 different options, you know, whether we're talking about a song or an album or what have you. This is, for this instance, it's album, and we did top 40 albums. So I didn't, like I said earlier, Dad's birthday today, short on time, so I only had time for 40 this time. So this is a 40 album elimination tournament. Next time we'll probably do 64, so there'll be more artists in the bracket with a wider range, so we'll have more options to choose from. But for now, we only did 40. All right, Can't Buy a Thrill versus Boston. See how this one goes. New jazz review coming soon. Still shopping. Those dang Christmas songs, man, they're sneaky. They'll sneak their way into any playlist. Jazz noir. put on some blues. See if I can find some blues real quick. All right, let's see. Try and find a good one here. I like that. All right, how's this one going? Boston. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll make this much larger next time. Debut album. That's right, not the band. Voting on the album. Yeah, Roundabout's gonna take this one, or Freebird. 64 light Christmas jazz bracket. Oh yeah, fire that one up. 64 light Christmas jazz. Have you? That would be pretty epic. Oh, that's funny. Boston. Oh, why is that cracking me up? I'm really liking this instrumental though. This is nice. All right, you guys, we're gonna do something fun at the end here. Oh wow. Top 10. I got a fun little something fun at the end here. We'll do it after. Oh, you're lucky. You guys are lucky. I was gonna put on a Freebird Infinite Loop. If they ended up, Leonard Skinner ended up winning here. You've avoided it for now. Oh, no more Freebird. Paul was just not having it. All right, we're in the finals. No more Freebird. Boston versus Zeppelin. This Boston album came out in '76. And this Zeppelin album came out in '69. Whoops. More Fleetwood Mac? When? Let's see. I'll do some this week. I'll do some this week. And both of these albums are incredible. We can all admit that. These are just both insane albums. No free bird waterboarding. You guys avoided it. No free bird. This is close, yeah. Oh, appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Thank you, Shepard. Hitch a Ride, so good. I agree, but they're both crazy. So we got to the Moody Blues. I think Little River Band will be next, Becky, just so you know. Remember, best debut album. More Heart and Home Free. Heart is on the list for this week as well. I still got to get to 2 Heart Patreon requests this week. So, and I know I'm a little behind on Home Free as well. I will make sure to do both for sure. If we had more pop drinkers in here, Boston wins. Black Crows. The Black Crows. $1984. Oh, okay. There's 77 votes in. Couple more seconds. That second Boston album was really good as well. Definitely. Pop vs. Soda was at the beginning of the stream. I did not forget. You missed it. Zeppelin, I think, does win this one. For now, we'll come back to this. We're doing this again in the future. When we have, when the audience is bigger, we'll do this again. So congrats to Zeppelin. Alright, before anybody leaves, I'm going to do a quick little, the top 10 best-selling debut albums of all time. So I'm just going to see what you guys think. I'll do a poll. So all these songs that I put here, or all these albums that I put here, are the best. They're all in the top 10 best-selling albums of all time. But I want to see if you guys can guess, like, the right one all the way until the end. Alright. Let's start back here. Alright, let's see. Oh, really? Interesting. So you guys, let me this is okay. Let me reiterate. So I'm looking at a list right now. No cheating, by the way. I'm looking at a list right now. It's the top 10 best-selling debut albums in U.S. history. So I'm gonna put two artists against each other. You vote for who you think sold more albums. All genres. This is all genres. You vote for who you think sold more debut albums, and we'll see if you guys take the song to the end. You know, the right one all the way to the end, or to the right albums. Sorry. So I will put the I'll just put the name of the artist, and it's just assumed that it's the debut album for that artist. Okay. So Linkin Park and Jewel. Who do you think had the higher the more album sales for their debut. Who had more album sales for their debut? Yeah, no cheating. This is debut albums. Who sold more debut albums? Linkin Park or Jewel? This is across all genres. Make sure you vote. And I want to see if you guys vote the right artist to the end. More mass appeal, says Brett. Okay. Jewel most likely. Okay. Parents weren't buying Linkin Park for the kids. Fair enough. Who's Jewel? Jewel has some good songs. Alright. So, the correct answer is Jewel. She sold 12 million. Linkin Park, 10 million copies sold. Debut albums. Interesting. I think that's interesting. All right. So, all right, let's go on to the next one. All right. Ooh. This is really interesting, actually. All right. Next one. Who do you think sold more albums? Oh wait, hold on. Let me type it in, and then I'll start it. Pearl Jam or Backstreet Boys? Who sold more albums? Debut album. This is who sold more debut albums. Who sold more debut albums? Yeah, Backstreet Boys were all over, what's it called? What was that? TRL. So Pearl Jam, 13 million. Backstreet Boys, 14 million. So you guys, chat voted for Jewel and chat voted for, let's see, Backstreet Boys. So you guys were right. You guys were right on both so far. That was close. Alright, we're gonna do the next one. Matchbox 20. Who sold more albums? Debut albums. Who sold more debut albums? Matchbox 20 or Whitney Houston. Who sold more debut albums? Interesting, right? Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Jim P just signed on. How do I get on this? So we have concluded the best debut rock album tournament. It's a Led Zeppelin one. Now we're just doing a little fun here. We're voting on who chat believes has sold the most debut albums? I'm trying to see if everybody guesses correctly here. Another blind shot. Matchbox 20 says a few people. Got a few people saying Whitney. Whitney Houston has 82% of the vote. All right, let's see. Whitney Houston. Chat voted for Whitney and Matchbox. $12 million. You guys are right again. 98 Degrees. That was another one. Boy band. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's do the next one. This is fun. This is fun. Alright. Britney Spears. Britney Spears versus, let's see who I can put them up against. Who sold more debut albums, Britney Spears or Guns N' Roses? Yes, it's sort of like trivia. So everybody's guessing who sold the more debut albums. %51% says Britney Spears has sold more debut albums. This is across all genres. These are the best selling debut albums of all time. Just for fun. Hit Me Baby One More Time. Indeed, yeah. That was a big one. That was a big one. Whoever had big money, yeah. All right. Here's the results. And you guys voted for... Oh no, you guys voted for Britney. You guys were wrong. Guns N' Roses had more debut albums. $18 million. I could see why I would have voted for Britney Spears had I not been looking at this list. I mean, she was so massive at the time. Never so glad to be wrong. 18 million debut album record sales. Yeah. That's kind of surprising, isn't it? Still hope in the world. That's wrong. This is that's what it says. 18 million. All right, next one. Devil's Advocate. All right. Next one. These are album sales. These are debut album sales. Who had more debut album sales? All right. Remember, these are debut albums. Who had more debut album sales? I'm eating my hat. Should be Boston. Should be Boston. Hootie and the Blowfish. 16 million. Alright, guys. Hootie and the Blowfish had 16 million. How many does everybody think Boston had? These are debut albums. $20, 18. Let's get some guesses. 5, 25, 24, 22. $2.6 billion. 14, 10, 16. Some of you guys are really close. Some of you guys are way over, and some of you guys are way too low. 19, 23, 10. The correct answer, according to the website I'm on, enough to win. Somebody just said 16. That's really close. The correct answer, 17. 17 million. So yes, according to the website I'm on, Guns N' Roses has more debut album sales than Boston. Let me see if I can find a list that contradicts this, because it's always better to double check, right? These are US album sales, by the way. It's not worldwide. Wow. Let's see if I can find one that like encompasses the entire world, because I bet it's way different, right? I would imagine. Alright, let me see if this was worldwide. So this one has Guns N' Roses with a worldwide album sales debut 30 million. This one has 30 million debut album sales for Linkin Park. 25 debut album sales for worldwide Britney Spears. 22 worldwide debut album sales for Whitney Houston. Hootie and the Blowfish debut album worldwide 21 million. Boston worldwide 20 million. Matchbox 20 worldwide 15 million. Backstreet Boys 14. Pearl Jam 13. Jewel 12. So it looks like it was almost in the same order, but the numbers are obviously way higher because it encompasses the entire globe. Trying to find like whoa, hold on a second. So for the UK, wow. Okay, so this is the top selling debut albums in the UK. They don't give me any numbers, but number 1 is Meatloaf. Wow. Okay. Spice Girls at number 6. Alanis Morissette, number 8, is at number 8. Hot Fuss, The Killers is all the way down to 20. James Blunt is number 2. Leona Lewis is number 3. Lady Gaga, number 4. So the UK, Meatloaf is the best-selling album, debut album of all time. Huh. Isn't that something? Let me read some comments. You had to walk 2 miles in the snow to buy Boston's album? That's crazy. Cool memory, though. It's a really cool memory. Meatloaf. I've never heard of Meatloaf. Why is his name Meatloaf? Is that his like stage name? Why would you decide to name yourself Meatloaf? I don't yeah, I don't know if I would I don't know if I would do that. Yeah, it just makes me hungry. It doesn't make me want to listen to music. Meatloaf. Now I'm like thinking about exactly like what do you pair with? I'm like mashed potatoes. Is that in Meatloaf is? It's not great. It's not great. Meat's football coach called him that. Oh, okay. So he's like, yeah, I can see that. That's pretty cool. That's actually a cool story. I can get on board with that. Known as Meat till became a diva and added the loaf. Wow. My uncle went to school with Barry. That's really neat. Opera rock? That sounds good though. Wait, that sounds good. Opera rock? That sounds good. Get out of there and make something happen, you slab of meatloaf. I don't know if I would be offended if someone said that to me, or like motivated. Get out of here, slab of meatloaf. Would I be like, hey man, don't call me that? Or would I be like, I'm gonna go do that? No, I've never heard Meatloaf. No, I've never heard him. Meatloaf Jim has sold the most debut albums in the UK. Bat Out of Hell. Is that a song worth listening, guys? Bat Out of Hell? Rocky Horror Picture Show. I actually tried to watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show for Patreon on YouTube. Like, I tried streaming it. And that's when I found out that you can't stream... You can't live stream stuff that's copyrighted. YouTube will close your stream. So that didn't go well. He's sweet on stage. Rocky Horror Picture Show is so bad. Steppenwolf, Magic Carpet Ride. (1968). What kind of music do they play? Rock, heavy metal, rock and roll, hard rock, psychedelic rock, blues, blues rock, acid rock, dance, electronic. Psychedelic rock and blues rock catch my attention right away, actually. Magic Carpet Ride has 33 million views on YouTube. Seems pretty popular. I'm gonna add that to the watch list. Quite a few bands that really caught my attention today. Boz Scaggs being one of them. Probably check that out later. Yeah, I do have a lot. So many things that I want to listen to and check out. It's just like not even just crazy. There's so much. The Pusher. Is that better than Magic Carpet? If you guys had to pick. The song that we're listening to right now is pretty funky. Okay. Deeper cut. Thanks for that compliment. I appreciate that. I would say the pusher. Looks like a lot of people are... Ooh, it's a toss-up. Yeah, fair enough. I'll probably do both eventually, right? Thank you, Ida, and thanks, Jim. Appreciate those compliments, guys. Metal Church on the... Bobo coming in with the Metal Church on the album Metal Church by the band Metal Church. How long have we been on? 2 hours and 14 minutes. Don't step on the grass. Okay. The pusher will have you. The pusher, you will have to bleep. Oh, is there a lot of cursing or something? April wine. That rock opera really just kind of like intrigues me. Rock opera? I feel like that's not a very popular genre, but if you do rock opera, you probably stand out, right? I mean, how many people are doing rock opera? Look forward to more great reaction, make more great videos, buddy. Thanks, Mike. Just gotta say, of the reaction channels I watch, you're certainly more real. Yeah, I mean, every time I'm watching or listening to something, that's me. Like, if it turns out one video is more exciting than another, so be it. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to like fake a reaction to make sure it's always exciting and over the top, because it's just not gonna be like that. Like, more some songs are more exciting than others, or some songs make me emotional more than others. It's just like, there's no reason to fake a reaction. It's like, people could see right through that. Like, when I watch, like, if I'm on like TikTok or Instagram, there's a lot of people that do like shorts for attention. Like, you know, I don't want to get into it, but like, people are not dumb. Like, if you're not being genuine, people will see right through you. That is just, that's the truth. Thanks, JP. Appreciate you being here for the streams. Everybody else as well, thank you so much. The Who? I think I have one song from The Who on here. Can't remember the name of it. Take care, JP. Thanks for being here. Good night. I've heard Frankenstein by the Edgar Winter Group, and that was crazy. I loved that. The Guess Who. Yeah, isn't that a different band? The Guess Who and The Who are different, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Because I remember hearing both of those names. Gotta run. See ya, Brett. Holy crap. Bad Outta Hell has 37 mil views. Acquired taste for Meatloaf. I feel like I'm obligated to listen to this Bad Outta Hell song, if I'm being honest. Especially with a genre like opera rock on the table. Like, I have to satisfy my curiosity. with that. Appreciate that, Paul. Thank you so much. Yeah, back with the haircut. It was getting a little long there, so I had to take care of that. There's a live video for Frankenstein? No crap. You missed it, but I wanted to say hi. Hi, thanks for dropping in just to say hi. I appreciate it. Headed to bed. Bye. Bad Out of Hell. Alright, guys, I'll check it out. Got some vouchers for Bad Out of Hell here, so. Oh, there's a live video for Hotel California. No kidding. Is there a preferred performance? Hotel California live. That song is a trip. It's from 1977. There's probably a few, if I imagine, right? This one from 1977 has 42 million views. Yeah, wow. But then they performed it at the 1998 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony, and that has 79 million views. And then they do it again in 2004. So there's quite a few here. Yeah, I mean... Who won? Zeppelin. Do the 77. That's the one. Okay. Save that to the watch later list. What venue are they at here? Live from the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I am quite aware. They blocked the last one. I had to wait 48 hours for the video to get unblocked. But the good thing is, you can't get a strike unless you escalate the appeal. As long as you just appeal normally, which makes you wait 48 hours, you're good. But if you escalate the appeal and they deny it, that's when you get a strike. So as long as you just if you appeal it regularly, you're fine. Meatloaf. Yes, Boz Skaggs. That lockdown version was something that I really wanted to check out for sure. So that's actually a pretty good list, Paul. It's kind of like where I was treading anyways. Maybe not in that order, but that's definitely what I was on the road to doing, basically. We're going to wrap this one up, though, everybody. I appreciate you guys so much for being here, seriously. So glad I can do this. No problem. Thank you so much. Good night. Good night. No warnings? No. So you don't know if something's going to get straight up blocked until it's done processing. So you can get copyrighted, which is basically a given every time, but the video can just get blocked as well, completely. There's a few bands that do that. They just block the video. It cannot be visible. So that's when you have to appeal it and wait 48 hours for the video to become visible again. Southern Rock, try Alvin Bishop. All right. I do like Southern Rock. I'll add it to the list. Alrighty. Thank you guys again. Appreciate it. Thanks, Paul. I appreciated it. Appreciate it for sure. So every week we're going to be doing this at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just so you know, keep an eye on the community tab as well, where we will have polls to decide what the topic is and stuff like that. Yeah, if you have any questions regarding copyright and like blocks and stuff like that, send me a DM. I could probably help. You just Scott here. I know. I'm sorry. Remember, next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and these are always uploaded to the channel anyways after they're done. You can watch the entire thing back again. So it's not like you can't go back and watch. It's able to watch again after it's uploaded. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.